Hi everyone, it's Sunday and Mary and I decided to take a trip to the Murphy Auto Museum. They're having a special event here today for Christmas and food drive. We thought we'd check out all the cool cars inside because we'd never been here before, and it's literally up the street from us. Let's go inside and see, take a look. Wow. Well, look at this, guys. This is from my day in the 60s. This is a Strombecker kit underneath this tree, which was an amazing slot car set for that time. They had big tracks on it and everything. I didn't have this one. I had the Indy track, but it's really neat to see. I wish we could look inside and see the rest of it. I think there's another one over here. Yes, there is. There's another one, the slot car. Strombecker right there. And this one we can open. Oh my goodness. Wow. That takes me back. Well, I would kill to get my hands on this. Although I'm looking at it, you know, not that much. The technology has not changed that much because slot cars are pretty basic. It's so neat to see. And that's from the 60s, maybe early 60s. That's so cool.
What's that over there?
You can't open this one. What's where? That's a Cushman. This is a 1947 Cushman, which was one of the early scooters that were made. According to this, it started back in 1922, and these were heavily used during World War II as an alternative to an automobile or a truck. Got a little Husky engine in it. I've never seen one in person. I've seen them found by the pickers. If you watch All American, is it All American? No, Pickers. It's a show's called Pickers. They found one of these. I remember we're going to restore it. It's really neat to see, though. There's some more neat stuff in here. Well, this looks like the main car of the museum. Oh, and I just found out that those slot car sets were donated to the museum, and they're actually going to get them up and running, which we're going to have to come back and see. They didn't know how much they were worth. I just told them that they, just the cars alone, are worth $300-400 a piece. Let's go inside.
Monday. Of this last Monday? No, Monday.
Oh, here we have a 1930 Packard. Now, I guessed that before I walked in and saw that, but this is an amazing restoration. It's got a straight 8 in it. Go around this side, you can see the straight 8 cylinder. Of course, everything's V8s today. This was a straight 8. Actually, a very powerful engine. This was quite a luxury car in its day. When you really look inside of it, it still is. No trunk, but we do have that.
That's a trunk.
Actually, it is a trunk. So.
Okay.
I love the fact that the clothes is from the day. I'm wondering if this is authentic. So, boy, Mary is about to set up, and I'm going to help her because I love trains too. Of course, you're surprised by that. But we got an N. This is an HO track. We got an N scale track. We're going to start setting up, and this is a beauty. And as I said, it's HO. And this is huge. A lot of dyed sawdust here, huh? Oh God, it's World War II era too. This is the 40s. You see the tanks over there? Although I don't recognize what tanks those are.
Jerry.
Yeah, hi Jerry. We'd love to know how this huge track all came to be, being railroad enthusiasts ourselves, as well as slot car enthusiasts and model airplane flying enthusiasts. This is a big interest to us. We just wondered how it started. We've never been to the museum before. So.
Well, as you probably know, we have never grown it.
That's a really good thing.
Yes. I'm a gray-haired 12-year-old.
I'm a gray-haired, almost gray-haired 62-year-old.
This railroad club is the Gold Coast Mountain Railroad Club.
It's a club. Oh, wow.
Yes. We've been in this location for about 6 years. We are 27 years old.
Okay. Wow.
And been involved with auto railroads, Camarillo, Santa Paula, and now Oxnard. This is approximately 1,700 square feet here. It is HO scale.
Yep.
It is DCC or digital command control.
Oh, so you've gone digital.
We've gone digital.
Yeah.
Some of our engines are sound equipped. I'm happy to run a passenger train. That's my next, whatever it is. It's my next engines that I have to put sound in.
Right. I love the soundboards.
It's nice, isn't it?
It is really nice. I wish they'd have them for slot cars. Maybe they do.
They will someday. Well, let's see. Many of us are 45, 50 or older.
Yeah, that's
Some of us are
common in
retired.
any of these hobbies, I'm finding.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, it is. We can't seem to get kids interested. We get some, but nothing like we used to.
there's a young man in a red shirt or red coat there.
Right?
He suddenly found girls in football. So that combination is
Well,
lethal.
sometimes you do that for a while, but then once you get settled down, you come back to this.
Yes, we
This never, ever leaves your heart.
No, it doesn't. My college career was spent at Cal State Fullerton, which was about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the Fullerton Santa Fe train station. Let's just say it took me a little longer to graduate than it should have.
Right.
I did a lot of studying at that station.
Yeah, that would be like me growing up around an airport. I love all the lighted stuff too. Of course, I'm a big nut when it comes to lighting stuff. At our studio when we do our work. So I love seeing all the lighting work you've done here, like with the theater and the Bob. It's just really, really neat.
What I'm finding fascinating here is all the vintage fashion. This is a 1984 full-length mink coat. And up here, a genuine poodle skirt. What fun. Now this is pretty fascinating. This was built in the 1920s and it's one of the first motorhomes called a house car. Let's look inside. Wow. It's pretty interesting. Here's one of the other rooms, and has some pretty fascinating things here. Here's a 454 big block V8 engine. Pretty gorgeous. And of course the toys. There's all kinds of vehicles here. Our Pep Boys and our Bob's Big Boy. And probably somebody's first car. Now this wouldn't be California without a Woody. And this is a 1952 Chevy Suburban. It's beautiful.
we're talking to Pete here. And can you tell us a little bit about the car museum, because we don't know much of its history, and
Sure.
it's got some fabulous stuff.
Yeah, the museum was started by a retired neurosurgeon, Dr. Dan Murphy. He practiced here in Ventura, and then when he retired, he'd already been a car collector. He collects Packards.
Yeah.
So he started
Saw
the
the
museum.
one up front, yeah.
Right, exactly. And Dan ran the museum for about 10 years, and now he's turned over day-to-day operation of the museum to David Neill. And David has expanded the museum, and so this entire room in here has been opened only for about maybe 4 or 5 months.
Really? Wow.
So it really essentially doubled the size of the
You've got
museum.
some beautiful cars in there.
The oldest car we have currently in here is a 1903 Oldsmobile.
That's the one up front.
Up in front,
Yeah,
that
that's
curved dash
amazing. I think
Olds.
that's where we started.
And then back in this corner, we have a number of Model Ts.
Right.
Now this is really more of the antique stuff back here. Everything from a 1910 Duro car up through Model A's. And then what I consider more modern cars.
Right.
In the 30s.
Yeah.
On up like that. But
You even have an Avante here, so you don't see those every day.
no, we actually have 2 Avantis.
You have 2.
Yeah, David Neill is a Studebaker fan, so we have
My last
several.
name is Neill.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. That's David's Studebaker body.
Right.
That's the supercharged model.
Oh,
And that
wow.
was one of the claims to fame of the Studebaker body, was you could get it supercharged from the factory.
Right.
Andy Granatelli actually used to race these cars back in the 60s at Bonneville, and he set some land speed records for production cars in Avantis.
Huh, I didn't know that. Wow.
So unfortunately for Studebaker, they thought this car was going to save the company, but it was too late.
Yeah.
By '64, they really were pretty well done. They closed their operations in America and moved to Canada, made a little car called the Lark, and imported
Oh, I
it for a
remember the
couple
Lark.
of years.
Yeah, sure. They made some nice cars, though. I mean, they really did make some interesting and very unique styled cars.
Absolutely,
So.
yeah. The styling was really different.
Well, Pete, thanks for talking to us.
Okay,
Tell
you're
us all
welcome.
about this museum.
Nice meeting you, Pete.
This, you guys and girls, is BC. Before computers. If you wanted to make a car body, this is how you did it. And for this Porsche, this is the buck. And if you look, see wood, all hand shaped, all handmade, no computers, CNC cutting, anything. It's just all done by hand. And then they pull a mold from it, and you would get. In fact, I think this is the same era as James Dean's car. This is the original Boxer. See the formers? I mean, this is incredible. It makes me want to do this. It makes me want to make my own car. Yeah, poor Spider. Yes, and this is the one that Jimmy Dean was killed in. And this is what the Boxer is supposed to be reflective of today, although I don't think it is. If Porsche came out with this, I'd be a lot more impressed, but this is a handmade buck. This is amazing. Incredible. This is a big model that you can put your butt in. You know, you find everything here, from model trains to slot cars to all these great cars. This is a great museum. Everybody should come here to see this place. And of course, we got a D9 robot here from Lost in Space. I would imagine this is probably from the available kit that you can get. I'm not sure because I don't have anybody to talk to about it, but it's really cool to see that here. And here's a bunch of old toys here that you'll recognize. I mean, these Robbies down here are worth like $1,000 if you can find one. I actually have some of these. Well, it was really, really great to come here to the Murphy Auto Museum. I mean, I did not expect to have such a great time to see so many neat toys and cars and trains and talk to some really wonderful people too. And I figure this is a good place to end this little segment for SNG. because I never owned one of these. I had just about everything else, but I never had. I did have a Bug-Eye Sprite, and my dad owned this, and I remember driving around in this car a whole bunch when I was growing up. And it was really cool to revisit these cars, and I'll probably own them again one day, or maybe get one of these. Bye.